Okay, this is Nongshim Noguri Ramyun. This is seafood and spicy flavor. Now, I've never had this before, so I'm really excited. It's £1.10, which is fairly typical for most of these Korean noodles. Nongshim is the brand that most people know for Shin Ramyun, which is extremely popular, and it's about that price, pretty similar price point. So this particular noodle, I think, got really, really famous a few years ago with the Korean film Parasite, where they took chapaghetti from Nongshim and Noguri and cooked it together to make chapaguri, and that sort of turned into a bit of a craze around the world, actually, not even just in Korea. So I've always wanted to try this noodle since then. So yeah, I finally get the chance. So starting off with the packaging, this is pretty cool. I kind of like the sort of slightly playful typography. I don't know what this is, if it's a fox or a cat or whatever, but it looks kind of fun. Crying, so clearly it's going to be really, really spicy. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Quite like this branding on the side as well. Yeah, it's pretty nice packaging. I think they do a good job with this stuff. So let's have a little look and see what sort of energy and ingredients we've got. Okay, so this is per 100 grams again. So there's 120 in this. So 407 calories per 100 grams. I have absolutely no idea what that works out as. But yeah, I think it's going to be fairly typical for a Korean noodle. Let me have a little look at the ingredients. It's always the seasoning powder that I'm most interested in. So we've got maltodextrin mussel, salt, hydrolyzed vegetable protein, cuttlefish, sugar, palm oil, clam, fish, salt, spices, including red chili pepper, black pepper, sugar, glucose, and flavor enhancers and color. And then seaweed fish flakes, seaweed, dried fish cake, and carrot. Really excited for the fish cake. Can't wait to see what that's like. Okay. In terms of the cooking method, add noodles and contents of the sachets into 550 mils of boiling water. Cook for 5 minutes, stir well, and serve. Okay, let's go inside and see what we've got. Oh dear, it's broken. Really thick noodles there. Wow. And there's a bunch of stuff in there. Okay. We've got our soup base and our flakes. Love the branding. They're really, really good, Nongshim, with the branding on the packages inside. I think they do a great job of that. So yeah, let's go with the soup first. Okay, red. You can smell chili already opening up. Oof, I can also smell seafood. Okay, that looks pretty good. Yeah, nice smell to that. And then the flakes. This is where I think Nongshim might do the best flakes of all. So let's have a look and see. I think I saw some seaweed there. Yeah, look at this. Wow. Look at the seaweed. Brilliant. I think Nongshim just do such a great job with those. I'm really, really impressed. Okay, that's everything. I think we're ready to cook this up and see what it's like. Okay, that's cooked now. And one thing I have to say is, please make sure that everyone in your house, if you're cooking this, likes the smell of seafood, because that's all I can smell throughout the whole house is seafood. Those noodles are really thick. All of those seaweed flakes have rehydrated. I wonder if those are dried fish cakes. Oh no, not sure. But the noodles are really thick, thicker than the Shin Ramyun. A little bit closer to what you expect from chapaghetti or something like that. But it smells, wow. It smells predominantly of seaweed at the moment, just real sea flavor. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can smell at the moment. I think it looks really good. The noodles look really thick. The seaweed looks really appetizing. So I'm expecting this to be really umami whenever I finally take a bite. Yeah, I think that looks great. So I'm just going to start by tasting the broth. A bit of bite there from that fish cake that I bit into. So As always with these, the first thing I get is just searing heat. So it always takes a few mouthfuls before I can sort of taste all the other flavors. Okay. Definitely really salty. So, you know, again, it could be the seaweed in there, or it could just be a salty general. I have to say, it's kind of just like a normal spicy noodle broth, but with seaweed in it. That's all I can really taste. Just spicy noodles with seaweed. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm getting. I'm not saying it's bad, but you know, taste of chili, a little bit oniony, very salty. But each time you bring the spoon up to your mouth, you just get that hit of ocean seaweed, you know? So this is what really matters. Noodles look absolutely brilliant. Really excited to try these. Let's see. Wow. So the texture of those noodles is unbelievable. So much chew. So thick. The noodles just bounce around. You can sort of taste the resistance in every single strand. Beautiful. Okay. I'm just going to start drinking from the bowl here, and I think this is where I'm going to really start to get all the flavor and all the texture. Each time I bite into one of those dried fish cakes, it's really chewy. There's a lot of resistance there. I mean, there is a part of me that just thinks this is sort of Shin Ramyun, but not as strong, with a load of seaweed put in, and obviously those noodles that are really, really thick. The flakes are amazing. They're so chewy. Okay. That was brilliant. Really enjoyed that. That was just a nice, delicious bowl of noodles with really, really great noodle quality and great flake quality. I was really happy with probably the noodles, and the flakes were the biggest standouts. I think for £1.10, that was good. Just another good quality Nongshim noodle for a similar price point to all the other ones. Pretty much what you come to expect from Nongshim, and I don't think that disappointed at all. So yeah, I think the value for money was good at £1.10. Would I get it again? I'm not really a fan generally of seafood and spicy. I mean, I kind of think that was just Shin Ramyun with a load of seaweed in it. And I'm trying to imagine when I would go for that over just normal full strength Shin Ramyun. The noodles being thicker was good. That would probably tempt me to get it. Maybe, you know, every month, every couple of months, that type of thing. But I can't really see this being something I would go for every week. Certainly not every day. I would not have that every day. So yeah, I think if I was to try and rate this, I have to sort of compare it to the threes like Nongshim Soon. Which of these two would I go for more frequently than the other? And, you know, does it drop down into the twos where there's something not quite right? It just either it doesn't go, or it doesn't stack up as something I would reach for frequently. I don't think there was anything really disappointing there. I think it was okay in terms of market positioning. You know, everyone does need a seafood and spicy from time to time. You know, there is a place for seaweed in your Shin Ramyun. So I could see myself getting it again, and I was not disappointed in the quality at all. I think as far as a seafood and spicy goes, that exceeded my expectations. But I think in terms of a rating for me, if I had to give it a rating out of 5, that would be 3 out of 5.